Hey guys, what's going on? It's Salvage here, and today we're going to be talking about The Last of Us. We're actually going to talk about The Last of Us number 1, and we're going to talk about what ifs. Now, this is going to be a brand new series on my channel, basically talking about The Last of Us Part 1. Some elements of it, probably some moments in it, some of the stuff that could have been, and what could have not been, and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what if Tess didn't die. Now, the first thing that would obviously be different is, of course, the Capitol building. The Capitol building would probably be ran through easily, and then they would both, of course, go down in the sewer. Now, of course, the military is already there, so there's no difference in that, but they would keep going through it, like, of course, Joel and Ellie did in the game. They would immediately go to Bill's town to get a car or something like that, since, of course, they would probably have the same plan to get the Tommies. And of course, the relationship between Joel and Bill would not really grow as much as it did in the game, because Tess would be there, and she's more of the brains than, of course, Joel is. Joel is more of the muscle, he's more of the moving man. He's the one that does all the heavy lifting, and of course, Tess does help, but she's more of the brains when it comes to, of course, organizing an operation. This would, of course, completely be different between Joel, Ellie, and Tess when the relationship gets tested. The relationship between Joel and Ellie would not be as strong as it was in the game originally. If Joel gets hurt in the winter season like he did in the first game, Tess would be there to help Ellie even more, meaning David might not even be in the equation. We would have a completely different story because Ellie probably wouldn't have gone to the mall. She probably would have been completely okay and content with Tess, and then that would have been completely different in the storyline, and that would have gotten them to, of course, where they were going faster. And if they were going to get there faster to where they needed to be, where the Fireflies were, then that means most likely she's not going to be passed out when she gets there. There's a strong possibility that she would not be, of course, passed out when she meets the Fireflies, which means she would probably give her consent, or she wouldn't give her consent, meaning Ellie would have a clear choice in what she wanted to do. And if Joel, of course, tries to do what he did in the first game and kill everybody, I'm pretty sure Tess would completely disagree with him and try to kill Joel. So Tess would basically become your bad guy of the game. She would basically become the antagonist hunting you down, and if there came a moment in the game where you two met up, it would probably be in the surgery room where Ellie is, and that would be a really cool moment if Tess stayed alive. They said that they wanted to make Tess somewhat of an antagonist in the game originally, and this would be a great way to do it if they kept Tess alive throughout the game. Instead of making her an antagonist throughout the entire game, having her chase you down, it would be a good choice to have her chase you down at the end of the game over a disagreement about saving mankind. Of course, Tess would want to do that. You see that she wanted to just get rid of Ellie, and that she thought Ellie was cargo, and if this means saving the human race, then of course she would probably want that to happen. She didn't have, or at least we don't know, she didn't have that type of past that Joel did. She didn't have that tragic past that Joel did with his daughter. So of course, in time, she probably understands what he's lost and what he wants back. So she's not going to agree with him, but she certainly will understand where he's coming from. I mean, there's a lot I could go over, like Henry and Sam, and how that could be completely different. I mean, listen, if Henry and Sam left Tess, Joel, and Ellie, I'm 100% sure Tess would kill those two. Like, there would be nothing that would hold her back. She would be completely hell-bent on killing at least Henry. She would be furious. She would be completely pissed off if they did that. For Tommy, of course, Tommy's town would be relatively the same. I don't know if Ellie would really run off. I think Tess would really keep Joel in line and say, yeah, we got to keep going. In the game, of course, when it actually happened, all of what happened, he just wanted to get rid of her, so he didn't really feel emotionally impacted by what might happen at the end, so of course it would make sense for Tess to come along and be like, hey, yeah, focus, you need to get her to this location. So of course there's a lot of things that could change. What do you guys think would have changed if Tess never died? I just want to hear your guys' thoughts. There's gonna be way more videos in the future like this, and expect like a double upload tomorrow. I want to get out as much videos as possible, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.